Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So before we jump into this next video, I wanted to pause for a moment and give everyone a huge shout out and thank you for all of those who were kind enough to leave me get well soon. Hope you have a speedy recovery, comments, messages, and emails. You guys are amazing. And if I had unlimited money, I would come give each of you a handshake and a heartfelt thank you in person wherever you are in the world. It really meant a lot. So I appreciate it. And by the way, if any of you are ever going through any kind of struggle in life, let me know and I'll offer my support to you as well. You guys have probably noticed I like to chat back and forth with viewers and subscribers about all kinds of stuff. So if you're going through something, you need somebody to talk to, let me know and I'll listen and try to help as best I can. So yeah, I have this nice little battle scar here. I think I got that when I played a chess game against G.I. Joe a couple of videos ago. But so now I've had double spinal fusion back surgery. I've now had neck surgery. So in 10 years, I'll have middle back surgery, and then I'll be all back to normal. By the way, as of this evening, our subscriber count is at 1,970. So we're only 30 away from 2,000, and you guys know what that means. Every 1,000 subscribers, I do free prize giveaways, free lessons. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's jump in. In this video, I wanted to share with you guys a game that I played yesterday that features something I've been talking about a decent amount, especially in the first half of this Caro Kann speedrun, and that's this idea of whenever you or your opponent blunders, it's not like a little elf or somebody turns off that switch in your brain for about 10 seconds and the player gets annoyed with themselves, emotions come in, and they stop thinking about the technical position and they just start randomly making moves to try to get that material back. And so there's a higher likelihood that they will continue to make blunders in the next several moves. And some of you guys probably heard me say that, and you're like, "Yeah, but Coach Mark, that really only happens at the lower levels."
Nope.
Nope is right because it happens at all levels, and you're about to see this. My opponent playing as white is rated above 2,000. And they played a phenomenal game. They just flat out outplayed me. They have an extra piece, 2 extra pawns over here. Yes, their king is exposed, but I'm completely lost. It is plus 3.8 for white here. Now, I do want to make a couple of notes. First of all, this is a 3-minute zero increment game. And at this moment, white has 32 seconds and I have 34 seconds. That's still a lot of time in a 3-minute game. So I'm just trying to hold on for some miracle draw. So they push F5. I attack the queen, check, king H7, check on G6, king in the corner, and I'm just completely lost. And they push F6, threatening checkmate. Oh, man, they played such a really good game. Pause the video. You guys see it? Yeah. Condition number 2, unprotected pieces. The queen is a 0 versus 0. So, yep, you bet. We have the nice tactic. We give a check, sacrifice the rook for the queen. Okay, so in this position right here, it is actually plus 7. Okay, plus 7. They make the big blunder. Okay. But the fascinating thing about this game is that now the computer evaluates this as completely equal across the board. So I'm going to open up my screen here real quick so you guys can see this in the game review. Look at that. All top 5 engine lines all result in equal position. So they went from completely winning to one big blunder to a drawn position. Okay, well, at this point, white has 24 seconds. I have 21 seconds. Watch what white does on the very next move after this huge blunder. I'm going to close up the screen here real quick. On the very next move, white plays rook e8. This is above 2,000, right? That is flawless play, and then back-to-back blunders, plus 7, total equality, completely lost, right? So everybody does this. And so I want to note that they had 24 seconds on the clock here. Now they have 23. They spent less than 1 second on that next move. Now you might say, yeah, but they don't have a lot of time. That's true, but that's 1/20th of the rest of your time, right? That's the classic, oh my gosh, I can't believe I blundered. Let's just start pre-moving, giving checks or whatever. If they had taken 2 seconds, 3 seconds, stopped and regrouped, it's not easy for black to do much here. They still have 3 passed pawns. They still have a king, rook, and a bishop. But just the psychology of chess and the psychology of making mistakes, they didn't even hesitate. They just immediately just move, 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 move. So kind of in a humorous way, I came up with this. It's not a new acronym, but I'm going to use it for chess. So I'm sure a lot of you guys remember you learned fire safety when you were in elementary school. And so if your clothes catch on fire, then we have this 3-step process: stop, drop, and roll. So if you're on fire, stop what you're doing.
Bruh.
That's probably a good thing to do. And then drop to the ground and then start rolling to put out the flames on your clothing. Okay, so I'm going to use that silly little analogy for blunders when I'm playing games. I'm going to start rolling this out. And who better than Mr. Avenger himself to give us the 3-step process?
So just remember, if you're on fire, stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, so our acronym is SDR: stop, drop, and roll. Okay, so as a joke, I put drop and roll is optional, but if we want to think about this in terms of chess, stop what you're doing. The drop will be take your hands off the mouse, right? They blunder, there's chaos. Whoa, let's just back off, right? And the roll would be let the gears roll in your mind, because I'm guilty of this too. Whenever your opponent blunders and they start moving fast, you start moving fast. And so stop, regroup, take your hands off the mouse. And that's when you even need to focus harder to make sure that you don't immediately turn around and give up the advantage you just got. I mean, seriously, how many times we said, oh, I just want a knight. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm up a piece. And you start to get a little bit lackadaisical about your play, right? And then you'll turn around and give another piece right back. So, yeah, so SDR, stop, drop, and roll. So, and the reason I like this is because even though it talks about fire, I mean, think about it. When a blunder happens on the board, it literally is chaos. I mean, I hit the little tactics recognition buzzer. I mean, if you've ever watched a YouTube video of the commentators between two really good players, if somebody makes a mistake, they will lose their freaking mind.
Wait, black and trade. Wait. What the heck?
To sit. Yeah, look at
takes
your
bishop
blunder.
e5.
Whoa, is this a blunder?
Things blundered.
What?
Things blundered.
No.
Yeah, so everybody's losing their mind. So I like this fire example because when there's a fire, there's confusion, chaos, confusion. Nobody knows what's going on. You got to remain calm and make the precise moves, right? And so for those of you guys that don't know, that is the famous blunder in game 14 of the World Chess Championship between Ding and Gukesh that allowed Gukesh to become the youngest ever world chess champion from India. And if you watch that clip, it's very fascinating because he was a total professional. You could see he was nervous. His heart beats up. He's like, he wants to make the moves to go ahead and secure that world championship, but he stopped. He dropped, bring your hands back. He took a sip of water. He laid back in his chair. He literally sat back, right? That was his drop. That was him calming his nerves, coming back down to earth. He knows it's over. And then the roll is get those gears turning, right? He probably calculated, every single possible line. Who knows how many iterations he went through? He probably went through those lines 10, 15 times just to make sure he has secured that youngest ever world championship. So hopefully you guys will use this SDR, stop, drop, and roll when you or your opponent makes a blunder. And if you don't, I hope you found this video entertaining. We'll see you on the next one.